Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Mindful Monday. I am so excited about our guest today. We have Melissa Roach with Charlie's House. She is the program and community relations manager, and she just has some great stuff that she's going to be sharing with us today. A lot of times we don't know all the resources that are out there and available to us, and the resources that she's going to share with us is safety education. And I believe what she's going to share with us today is going to help us to prevent injury, accidents, and costs. It's going to save us money for listening to the safety education she has to offer to us. And before I turn it over to her to share more with us, I just want to share one of their beliefs that I just really believe with them. And so Charlie's House believes that safety is attainable for anyone, no matter who you are, where you live, or how much money you have. There are always steps you can take to increase safety. So join us, listen in. If you have comments, make sure that you put it in the comments. But Melissa, thank you. Thank you for joining us on today. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, hi, thank you so much for having me. So I have been at Charlie's House for almost 2 years. I actually started on the very same day as the grand opening of the safety demonstration house on May 6th of 2021. So May 6th of this year, it'll be officially 2 years that we've been open to the public to give tours of the safety demonstration house.
Wow. So what drew you to Charlie's House?
In my past, actually, I was an educator, and I was actually a parent educator. I'd go out and do home visits with different parents and from all different walks of life, from the moment they found out they were pregnant all the way up until their child was ready to go to kindergarten. I was the person that would come in and just prep these parents and let them know what they needed to do in order to be ready, and in order to feel successful as a parent, kind of empowering them. But I came across Charlie's House as a resource for myself prior to the house opening, and I was so excited to be able to share it as a resource to the families that I was serving, because so many of them were running into safety issues, and how to how to get rid of those safety issues, and how to actually be able to afford to get some of those costs down, because a lot of the safety products that they need in order to make their home safe, they are so expensive. And
Right.
and Charlie's House was an amazing resource to where I could send families here and they could learn about not only how to make their home safe, but also ways that they could take things with them, tangible items to set up in their home, like furniture straps and uh, TV straps and outlet covers and cabinet locks and things like that that we
Yeah,
take for granted, and it does add up very quickly.
absolutely. I know I had did a tour with you guys last year, and I was just amazed of all that you guys offer. And I mean, especially when it comes to child proofing your home, as parents, we don't really think about all the things that we should be doing, right?
Right.
we just try to do the best that we can, right? But when you guys actually point out some of the things that is available to childproof, I mean, I think it's just awesome. And so what I would love for you to do is just kind of tell us um, more about Charlie's House and
Sure.
why it was created.
Of course. Let me. So more than 9.2 million kiddos are treated in the ER every year because of non-fatal injuries. Accidents to injuries, they actually claim the lives of over 12,000 children every year. And what we want, as you mentioned, for everyone to know is that accidents can happen. They can happen to anyone, anywhere, and in a matter of seconds. And we came up with a solution, which was Charlie's House. Now, we got started because of a little boy named Charlie. He was 2 years old from Kansas City, and on November 1st of 2007, about 15 years ago, He was killed when he attempted to climb a 30-inch size dresser in his home. And, unfortunately he didn't survive that accident. And his family thought that if that could happen to their family, it could happen to anybody. And so they started going out and sharing about not only Charlie's story, but also other children's stories and how to prevent accidents and injuries from happening in the first place. So our mission is to prevent accidents and injuries to children in and around the home, and we do this 3 different ways. We increase the awareness of the hazards that are in every single room of your home. We educate parents, caregivers, and healthcare professionals on how to mitigate all of those different risks. And then we also distribute safety devices and educational safety materials, all at no cost, both in person here at the Safety Demonstration House and online on our website as well. Here's a short video that kind of shows a little bit more about the Safety Demonstration House.
My name is Melissa Roach, and I am the Program and Community Relations Manager of Charlie's House. So we are located at 2425 Campbell Street, which is just right across the street from University Health. It's called that Hospital Hill area, about 2 blocks from Children's Mercy Hospital. So the goal is to prevent accidents and injuries to children in and around the home by providing parents, educators, healthcare professionals, and community organizations on how to do this in every single setting, whether it be a school setting or a home setting, or even a daycare setting. We want them to know that this is how you make it safe. So we hope that we can educate them on how to mitigate the risks that you can find within every room of your home. We provide real-life examples on what could happen in each of those rooms, and we provide statistics and situations that actually have really occurred in real life. So the house is open to anyone in the public. We love having families, healthcare professionals, and then organizations and partners within the Keystone area to come here and actually tour the house itself, so they can learn how to make every single setting safe. We get a lot of families that come through, and something that really surprises them is the amount of children that are dying in tip-over accidents. A child dies every 10 days from an accidental tip-over, whether that be a piece of furniture, a television, or even an appliance that you can find in your kitchen. Another thing that a lot of families are surprised about is where, the potential of how much water it takes for a child to drown. It only takes 1 inch of water for a child to drown. And in fact, even the toilet is a drowning risk that people don't think about being something that could, potentially drown their child. So at the end of every tour, we always encourage everyone to go to our resource center. So not only can you pick up educational safety resources on fire, water, seasonal, vehicle, and of course home safety, but you can also pick up safety devices. We have about 11 different products that anyone in public can actually pick up and take with them at no cost. We also have the ability to order online too. So you can order the same products on our website also for free. That you just have to pay shipping. But we actually have a virtual tour available as well. So in order to come here and schedule an on-site tour, you go to our website, but you can also go to our website to see our virtual house, which is just charlieshouse.org.
So here is a picture of the house, the front side of it. As mentioned in that video, we're located at University Health. We're right like a block or 2 away from that Children's Mercy Hospital. And as I mentioned, we've been open for the last 2 years, since May of 2021. And when anyone ever comes in for a tour, we go through every room of the home. We go through the nursery, the bathroom and bedroom, the living room area, the kitchen, a stair area, which we talk about stair safety, the office area, the deck and backyard, the laundry room, and then of course the garage. And then within each room, you get to watch a short little video that talks about safety things that you should be aware of in each of those rooms. And then your tour guide, which is either me or we also have a giant list of volunteers that are coming in to give the tours. They go through a set of like 3 to 5 safety points within each room as well. And then we also, the house also serves as a space for potential classes. So we can do CPR classes, babysitting classes, safety fairs, parenting classes, all kinds of educational purposes that we could use the house for in itself.
Melissa, I have a question.
Here's a look at our, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so with the classes, do you guys have an age limit on who you guys offer classes for?
For the babysitting classes?
Any of your classes?
For any of them. It just depends. So, for example, like the babysitting class, typically we range from like ages 10 to 15. For the car seat safety and the CPR classes, there really is no limit as far as age goes. Probably I'd recommend probably 10 and up, just to have a better feel and understanding for what the content is. But yeah, there really is no age limit to most of our classes, and all of them are typically available on our website as well. You can go there and you can see when you can sign up to take a class or sign up to actually schedule a tour.
Great.
Here's a look at the first room that we go into, which is the nursery, and we talk about safe sleep and different types of settings, not only in a crib, but also in a pack and play and a bassinet. And we talk about safe using infant carrier car seat and how they're used for recreation only, just when baby's awake. We also talk about the dangers of, falling asleep in a rocking chair or on a couch while holding your child. And we also provide resources on where you can go for more information about safe sleep. One of the biggest resources that we provide is Snug, and it's from an organization called Charlie's Kids that talks all about safe sleep and why it is so important to be practicing safe sleep. They actually just came out with several different PSAs recently in which they promote their safe sleep. Here's one of those many PSAs that I like to share.
Last 20 years, nearly 80,000 babies in the U.S. have died from sudden, unexpected infant death. That's more than the number of children who died from guns, opioids, child suicide, and even car accidents. You can protect your baby by making sure that every sleep is on their back in a crib or pack and play with nothing but baby. We know safe sleep is hard, but your baby is worth it.
So we actually give out that book in English and Spanish, and then we also have a safe sleep training that we provide as well to new parents. So if a family needed a pack and play, or if they needed safe sleep, just education in itself, like they just want to learn a little bit more about safe sleep, because safe sleep has changed so much over the years, then they could do so with that class. Yeah.
And when I think about first-time parents, these are all the little things that, are like, that gives them anxiety, right? Because they always hear, the horror stories and, things that just could happen. So I'm like, this could be a great gift to new parents.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Our next room is the bathroom, where we look at, we talk about water temperature and water safety and why it is so important to never ever leave a child unattended near a bathroom area, just because of the fact that a child could potentially drown. We talk about, setting your water heater to 120 degrees or lower. We talk about toilet safety. About 25 children are drowning every year in the toilet. Mm-hmm. So we talk about, how to make that safe. And then finally, we talk about medication safety, that, no matter where you store medication in your home, that it should be locked up out of reach. And we actually show this little chart right here. It shows that candy versus medicine. There are so many different types of medicines that look and even taste like candy, which is really scary. And so we want to make sure that, parents and caregivers, they understand that there are many ways that you can lock up these items. You can lock them with like a locked cabinet locks that go on the outside or inside. There's medical lock bags and boxes. So we show a variety of different ways to keep your things safe. And then we also can provide some of those resources at the end of every tour as well.
Nice.
And then here's a look at some of the other rooms. So we have the kitchen, here's the bedroom, the deck and outside area, and then the garage. And the tours are offered Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 with evenings and weekends by request. And then, as I mentioned, all of that can be found on our website at charlieshouse.org.
Nice.
And
And
then
I
at the
love
end of
how
every
you
tour, we
guys,
always go right here to our resource center. Oh, go ahead.
no, I
What'd
was
you
going to say, I love how you guys have different rooms, just how someone's house is made up. You guys offer safety education for each room. Like it's like real life. So it's not something that is just made up. No, these are real life educational tours that you guys give. And I love even the deck because, you know, even things happen outside on the deck. I mean, in a split second. So I love how you guys are doing that.
It's a really neat space, you know, especially because when you know, it's one thing just to talk about it, but it's another to actually come in and touch and feel and, you know, basically try it before you buy it on all of these different safety issues and safety devices that you could potentially get for your home. So, yeah, you know, at the end of the tour, we take a closer look at, you know, the different types of safety issues that you see within the tour. Where we cover, you know, we cover educational items like home safety. We talk about fire and water and vehicle and seasonal safety, as well as safe sleep and car seat safety and roadway safety. We have a little bit of information about all of those different topics, as well as all of our different safety devices. So we have about 10 different products that you can come here. You can pick them up for free. You can take as much as you need at no cost. And then if you don't have the availability to come here in person, you can also order those same products on our website too. And again, all of them are at no cost. You just have to pay shipping.
Nice.
And as I mentioned, you know, we have that virtual tour, the virtual tour experience. It's almost essentially the same as being here in person. You can actually click on all the different TVs. You can click on and watch different videos, and it pops up different PDFs and safety tips and checklists that you could have, again, for every single room of the home. So that's available on our website too. We also have several different programs that we run through Charlie's House, which include our Physician Alliance program, which is where we partner with different pediatricians and doctors that are within the KC Metro area. Not only do we provide them with safety devices, but we also provide them with checklists, guides, posters, even prescription pads where they can prescribe a family to come and take a tour of Charlie's House. We also have here they are, poster, and there's our guides, and then our checklist, which are also available in Spanish. And then our Community Alliance program, which is where we partner with different home visitors like Parents as Teachers, Easter Seals, Front Porch Alliance, KCSL on the Kansas side. We are working directly with these home visitors and parent educators who are going into the home every week and every month, and they're seeing these safety issues that need to be handled, but maybe that family doesn't know where to go, so they provide us as a resource. They also can provide them with safety devices and educational materials, as well as hosting different events at our location for their families. Our new Parent Safety Initiative is where we partner with different local hospitals. Basically, any place where you can give birth to a child, we're trying to get in front of those hospitals. And so that way they know that we're a resource again for those families that are getting ready to bring a child home for the first time. Our Safe Now, Safe Later program, which is where we partner with different temporary housing groups, like whether it be for protection or say for like a domestic violence issue or maybe a homeless shelter. They need a place to stay and keep their family safe. But while they're staying there, we want to make sure that their kiddos are safe as well. And so we actually go out and we provide them with safety devices for every single center or organization. And then when that family graduates or transitions out of that program, they have the ability to get some of those same safety items to put into their new home. And we encourage them to come here and take a tour and learn a little bit more about how they can apply these safety issues and make sure that they are preventing accidents when they transition out.
I love it. I love how you guys are partnering with other organizations, and it's just not like a one-time visit or, a one-time opportunity, but you're with the clients or residents forever, shall they need it. So I love that about your organization.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I love how we can stay with them from the moment they find out they're pregnant all the way up until they go to college, because safety never ends. And it's nice to know that you have someplace that you can go and learn more about, whatever topic of safety that you might have a concern with.
Absolutely.
So I also go out and presentations to different groups. We talk about fire safety, and we talk a lot about a program called Close Before You Doze, and encouraging families to have a fire escape plan. We talk about carbon monoxide and fireplace safety, as well as having smoke alarms and where you can go get free smoke alarms. There's all kinds of resources out there that maybe parents and caregivers don't know about. So we help them find, depending on where they live, we help them get those items from different organizations within the community. And we talk about swimming and water safety. Drowning actually is the leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 4. And so we talk about why it is so important to be aware of the dangers of water and how to prevent things like that from happening. We also do choking and food allergies. We talk about the different types of choking foods and choking products. One topic that I've been talking a lot about lately is water bead safety, and how the dangers of those are kind of unknown still because it is such a new product, but they are causing a lot of damage to children, not only blocking their airways, but also causing toxic things to them that is providing them with all sorts of really scary symptoms. So we want to make sure that we're keeping these out. Those. Here I've been talking about magnets and any toy that has a magnet in it and how to prevent accidents with those. Button battery safety. About 2,500 kids are swallowing button batteries every single day in the United States. And so we want to make sure that we are preventing those accidents by being aware of the types of products that have button batteries in them, like, our key fobs and remote controls and even toys that light up. A lot of them have button batteries in them. So you need to be aware of what to do in case of a situation like that, like making sure you get your kiddo to emergency care within at least 2 hours or less, because they need to get that out of their body.
The little things, right?
Right. There's 2 numbers that we always promote: the poison control number and then that National Battery Ingestion Hotline. Those are 2 numbers that you can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that we encourage everyone to have in their phones just in case, someone that you care for got into something that they shouldn't have. We talk about car seat safety and the importance of knowing what to do in case of if your child is in a car seat. Make sure that it is installed correctly. We actually help with that as well. I am a CPST, so I can go and install car seats, and I can help families with that. We talk about weather safety, knowing what to do in case of a tornado or in case of a winter weather storm, like a snowstorm, like we had a sneak peek of last week, and what to do and how to stay safe in those situations. Seasonal safety, we cover all the different types of seasons and holidays, and just make sure that parents and caregivers are aware of all the different ways to help prevent kiddos from getting hurt on all the different types of holidays like Halloween and Easter and 4th of July and Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, Valentine's Day coming up. I'll talk about furniture and TV tip over safety, and encourage everyone to know that, a child dies every 10 days from a furniture, television, or appliance tip over. And all of those could be prevented had they had a simple anti-tip kit or anti-tip device, like a strap or a wire or a plastic zip tie that we provide here at the house.
Yeah, because kids are very
Oven,
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, kids are very curious and love to climb, and so we don't think about like those little gadgets that can actually help prevent them from pulling the drawer all the way out, or
right.
the dresser drawer actually tipping all the way over and possibly falling on them. So I love how you guys offer so many different options on how just to make your home safe to prevent those injuries and accidents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was really surprised to learn about the oven tipping over. Just recently in Kansas City, this past year, we had a couple children that they died from just climbing on top of an oven and having it tip over on top of them, which is so scary. I had no idea that something like that could happen, and most families don't. So you have to learn about these things to actually prevent them from happening in the future. As far as vehicle safety, we partner with KDOT and MoDOT, as well as Kids in Car Safety, on all different types of vehicle safety, like front overs, back overs, hot car incidents, as well as ways to prevent them from happening, as well as roadway safety. We have a new program that we just started with Kids in Car Safety called Childproof Your Ride, that encourages families to learn about how to childproof their car, and how to prevent accidents and injuries related to car safety, and how to even spread that awareness to your caregivers and to anybody in your family or friends that would need to know a little bit more about vehicle safety. We actually created about 10 different PSAs for families to prevent vehicle incidents from happening with children. I know we're almost out of time, but I do want to share one of these videos with you. I think it's only a minute or two long.
Okay.
Morning, sunshine. Hey! Where's Run? Run! Run! Run!
Childproof home doors so children cannot get out of the house on their own. Keep car keys out of reach. If child is missing, immediately check inside all cars. 68% of children who get into cars on their own and die from heat are little boys. For more information on how to keep your child safe in and around cars, visit kidsandcars.org.
Doesn't that just break your heart?
Yeah. Wow.
seeing that video. And then here is my info again, my name and my title, and that's my cell number and email, and then our website again, that you can learn more about all of these different programs that we provide, and of course reach out to us and let us know if there's anything that you would need potentially to learn a little bit more about our organization or what we could do for the families that you guys work with.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Melissa, this is such great information. And, like I said before, I don't even think a lot of people know that you guys are here in Kansas City and offer these services. And these are definitely preventative measures to, one, injury, accidents, as well as the cost. Because let's face it, whenever there's injuries or accidents that lead us to having to go to ER or just to the hospital alone. I mean, there's cost there. And so
Yes.
I love that the safety educational programs that you offer can help prevent all of that. This was really good information. It definitely.
Glad that hopefully lots of people will learn about us and come and see us. And yeah, we would love to have more and more people come here to the house to learn firsthand how they could make their home safe and why it is so incredibly important.
Absolutely. Well, once again, you guys heard it from Melissa. She had a great presentation. And so we would love for you guys to go out to charlieshouse.org and learn more about them and then schedule a tour. I mean, there's nothing like that live experience. Yes, this was good right here, but when you go inside, you guys will definitely be thankful about it. And so just remember that health is wealth. What good is wealth if we're not in good health, right? And so just take everything that Melissa has shared today and see what you can do better around your house when it comes to safety measures, and then contact Charlie's House. Thank you. You guys have an awesome week.